Want to learn Spanish anywhere, anytime? Get the Innovative Language 101 app for free.
Imagine you need to take a taxi in Mexico. What do? Hola, soy Alex. Alex here. Anyone can learn how to take a taxi in Mexico. In this lesson, you'll learn how. Mark and company are taking a taxi in Mexico. Let's watch.
Buenos días.
¿Cómo está, señor? ¿Me permite su ticket?
Sí, aquí tiene.
Gracias. ¿A dónde los llevo?
Vamos al Hotel Camino Real de Polanco.
El que está sobre la calle General Mariano.
Ese mismo.
De acuerdo.
Now, the lesson focus. Here's how you can take a taxi in Mexico.
In Mexico, there are 3 types of taxis. Taxis from stands in highly populated areas such as airports and train stations, taxis you can call by phone, and taxis you can hail on the street. But you need to be careful about which taxi you take. Some taxi drivers in Mexico are actually
Piratas.
fake or illegal. They paint their cars to look like taxis and offer people rides, but they don't actually have a license. These drivers may try to take advantage of or rob passengers. How do you spot one of these drivers? Check their license plate. A real taxi driver will have only 1 letter and 5 numbers on their plate. If it looks like all the other cars, it's best to avoid it. Out of all of the taxi options, the taxi stands are the safest. They are usually around the big exits of popular places. Sometimes you have to buy a ticket in advance. Once you get in the taxi, you'll most likely hear the question,
¿A dónde los llevo?
"Where am I taking you?" You don't have to give an exact address. You can just give the
Colonia and calle.
district and street, respectively, and the driver will get you where you need to go. Once you give the location, the taxi driver may want to confirm with you. In this case, he or she might say,
El que está.
"Is it the one that is," plus a location you may be familiar with. Once you arrive at your destination, it is common to give the taxi driver a tip, usually 5 to 10% of the bill. There are 2 important things to know about taxis in Mexico. One is that you need to make sure if the taxi meters are turned on. If not, you may have to negotiate a price with the taxi driver. If the price seems to be expensive, you can get out and take another taxi. The second thing is, many taxis don't have a GPS system, and drivers go places based on their own memory. That's why they might confirm the place with you ahead of time.
Liked this quick lesson? Watch the full version at SpanishPod101.com to understand the whole dialogue. While you're there, learn all about Mexican culture with our audio lessons and cultural word lists. Sign up for your free lifetime account at SpanishPod101.com. See you next time!